Alright, so let's start the video. Since I'm PvE built somewhat right now on me, I'm gonna do the PvE side. So pretty much this is what my bars look like. Dual wield Destro when I PvE. Especially if I know the healer, I will run this way. If I don't know the healer, I will run a Destro Resto. But if I know the healer and I know he's good, I will run a Destro dual wield like Mario. When I run with Mario, this is what I run. Okay. Now let's go over the skills real quick. On my front bar, I always double bar Harden Ward in PvE regardless. So I don't have to be switching bars to do that. My Destro bar, I'll do Harden Ward, Inner Light, Crushing Shock, Bound Aggies, and Crystal Frag. And pretty much Inner Light is in Mage's Guild, Harden Ward is in the Daedric Summoning, Crushing Shock is in the Destro, it's the third one, and then Bound Aggies is in the Daedric Summoning also, you can see it there, and then Crystal Frag is in the Dark Magic, and then I run Meteor, Ice Comet actually on this one. So, and then on my dual wield bar I run, of course, Overload, Harden Ward once again, and I run my AoEs on this bar pretty much, which is Liquid Lightning. I run my Power Surge to buff up, my Malicious Curse, and my Boundless Armor. And then on my Overload bar I run my Boundless Storm, my Harden Ward, Mage's Wrath as a finisher, because usually when I'm overloading I'm trying to finish something. So and then my Power Surge, of course, for a buff for my Overload, and my Dark Conversion, and that's if I get in trouble like out of mana or something, pop my Overload and pop that in and just convert stamina into magicka. So pretty much this is usually my rotation. In PvE, let's say I'm facing this mob right here, Harden Ward, buff up, Storm, and then bam, Liquid Lightning down, switch over to Destro, Harden Ward up again, back up, Harden Ward, switch over, Liquid Lightning, buff up, Overload again, Storm, and just keep going. And that's that. The other thing I know some of you had, not some of you, but I know some particular people had questions. Let me see if I can find an enemy here quickly. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Crystal Frag, you will see there it is, the proc, the little animation there. There, proc. So you'll see your hands glow and you're hearing that noise. I don't know if you guys are hearing it right now. It's like a cling kind of a noise, and it'll proc, and that'll insta proc that right there, that noise. It'll insta proc your crystals, and how you do it is you press wherever you have the crystal frag. For example, I'm weaving right now, light weaving. Okay, crystal frag is up. Press square and block, and then that'll release it. Square and block, that'll release it quick. And just keep going. And then that's that. And my build, I'm currently running an Inferno Staff Julianos, but with this build what you want is pretty much an Inferno Staff Maelstrom. I'm running dual wield Torx back for the spell damage, Nirnhond of course, and then 2 Malakena. My head I chose light because I have my legs heavy for the Undaunted passive, so I have a head infused with the Magicka enchant on it, and then I have medium shoulders with a Magicka enchant on it also. The trait on here is infused. It's not the best. You want divines, but I mean it'll do. I think I have my divines on another character. And then the chest, of course I have it infused with a Magicka also. Julianos, waist, sash, light, also Julianos with Magic enchant, divines, My gloves, same, Juliano's with the Magica enchant, Divines, legs infused with the Magica enchant, and then feet, Divines with the Magica enchant. Then my jewelry is willpower, all three with spell damage, and all three are arcane. Of course, these you can, depending on how your preference, you can make one of these recovery, which I think I have a set like that too. That's just how it on other characters. And then also, if you're worried about your health quite a bit, because, for example, hold on, let me buff up, and then show you the stats with like this. I'm running about 45k max magicka right now, 54 spell damage, 48 crit, about 50%, which I don't mind it. My health, as you can tell, 17k. So if you're worried about your health wise, at least, you can switch always one of the big pieces, either your head, your chest, or your legs, and put a health enchantment and make it infused to give you more health. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then this is my dual wield bar. This is how it looks, spell damage wise, 4284, and that's without Kenna procced. If I proc Kenna, let's take a little, let's try to proc it here. I'll show how much as I can proc it at the end. Kenna procced 35, 37. I didn't do it quick enough. Let me do it again. There's with the Kenna proc, and that at least. And my dual wield is almost 5k spell damage with the Kenna proc. And that's the build. Now for champion points, I have 100 into the Magician to reduce the cost of spells. I have 60 into the Arcanist for Magicka recovery, 7 in Tenacity, and that's for my heavy attacks, just to restore Magicka when I need it. And here I have 100 in Elemental Expert, 36 in Elfborn for the spell crits, and 1 is the spell erosion. I have 0 into the Atro. The Ritual, I have 30 into Thaumaturge. The Steed, I have 12 into the Resistance for PvP wise. And in here I have 30 in Hardy, 20 in Elemental to reduce pretty much what it says for Hardy: poison, disease, and physical damage. And here reduce flame, frost, shock, and magic damage. And the reason I have more into Hardy right now than Elemental is because right now, you know, stamina, everybody's going stam, so that's why I have more into Hardy. You can have more into Hardy, you go with 40 and 10, but the previous patch I had more into Elemental because there was a lot of magic Nightblades out there. On the Lord, of course, you have to have 100 into Bastion because it's your shields, and I just have 5 into quick recovery, and that's just something, I mean, you don't have to really have, but I choose to do this for PvP just for my healing ward, heal myself. And I think that's pretty much it. For PvP, you can run the same setup, but skill wise, for PvP wise, I'll switch real quick. I run a Resto Destro for PvP. You can do dual wield Resto. It's been a long time since I've done it or whatnot, so the other way, the other thing I do too is I will do this here, which I'm switching now. I don't think I have my Magnus, all of it on here. On this character, I think I switched it to my other character, but we'll see. Oh no, I actually have all 3 here. Okay, so for PvP wise, at least me, I like more recovery, so I run Magnus. As you can tell, my magic is still high up there. My spell damage is 3k, and then my magic recovery is 1200. And then when I buff, spell damage 3500 for PvP. That's more than enough. Skill wise, for PvP, I run pretty much. This will be my PvP setup here that I'm putting down, and then I'll go over it. I'll put them quickly, and then I'll go over it real quick. This is pretty much my PV setup right here, and what it is back bar, here, hardened ward, harness magica. Say you're on your own, 1v-ing or 1v1ing people, hardened ward, harness magica, down, your mine's down, and then pretty much your rotation. Let me find an enemy again. Here, I know there's quite a bit of them out here. So let's just say you're in PvP and you're fighting. This is another PvP guy. He won't. Your mine's down, right, just like that. Curse. Your frag, your crystal frags prop, structured entropy, and crystal frag for that extra damage. You just keep light weaving. You want to get structured entropy before you pop your crystal frag for the extra damage, because structured entropy, it does damage to them, almost 11k on mine, and restores health to you, but it also grants you major sorcery, increasing your spell damage by 20%, so it helps you, you know. So that's why I like it, but I like doing it right after crystal frag for the burst. Pretty much, and once I proc it, like right there, boom. My rotation usually is Malicious Curse, light attack, crushing shock, structured entropy, crystal frag, and that's pretty much the rotation for this one. Once in a while, if you need to stun somebody, you'll use streak right into them to CC them, you know, stun them or whatnot. You have healing ward here as your heals, of course. I usually leave my overload on my back bar, because if, say for example, somebody's spamming something and you need to get rid of them quick, you're usually on your defensive bar, which is your resto bar, and you just overload them to get them away, pretty much. And then your destro bar, you have, you know, Ice Comet, so it'll hit harder and stuff like that. When you use that ulti though, what you want to usually do is you usually want to, for example, let's try this over here. You want to say, use Ice Comet and then streak right before it, so the enemy's stunned in your Ice Comet. And the build I'm showing you right now, it's not really a group build, it's kind of more of a solo build play wise. So just so you're aware, I might be doing another video to help out with group composition for a sorc, and that's pretty much it. If you guys have any more questions, just ask me in the guild Facebook group.